I don't know. We should be connected at this point.
Uh-huh. Are you right? Both up?
Yeah.
What's up?
Uh-huh.
I think we on.
Well, now we are.
You can see the seconds.
There we
it's
go.
going.
Now we are. We're on. Let's give everybody a chance to come on into the stream. It takes a second to to process and everything and come alive. So It's interesting. Ron, Bradley, we have been thinking about you, hoping everything is going all right. I guess with everything closed.
Yeah.
I guess you're probably like us. You're just on an extended vacation, if we want to call it that. It's probably not the right thing to call it. Hey, guys, how are you? Christina, Natasha, Melissa.
Hi, everybody.
Hello to y'all. Apologize for being so long since we've done a live stream.
Yeah, 2 weeks.
Yeah, I just looked at the last one we did. It was on the 22nd.
Yeah.
We've just been so busy, like a lot of you guys at home, with just trying to getting adjusted to the new normal.
Yeah.
It's a lot of changes and adjustments. So let's give everybody a chance to get on the
Even
stream.
at home, but still busy.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Even though we're at home, it's more busy than ever now. It's crazy. So
How are you doing, guys?
I hope everyone is doing good, doing well. Give it a chance. Let some people come onto the stream. So yeah, there we go. Okay, it's coming on now. Cool. Yeah, I mean, it's just been, Melissa says she still works. She said, I'm working from home. Yeah, I mean, obviously we're kind of in the same boat, working from home. And with all the changes and stuff that have happened here over the last couple of weeks, just our business has changed so much that that's all we've been doing is just work.
Trying to prepare.
Yeah, and preparing for a baby that's coming very, very soon.
And for business, too.
In business, yeah.
Yep.
So, make sure the mic is close enough. Can you guys hear us okay? It sounds good to you guys? I hope so. But yeah, it's been a whirlwind 2 weeks. It's been 2 weeks since you've done a live stream, so it's been a lot of changes and stuff have been going on for us, both work-wise. Obviously, with the baby coming, Susanna's been preparing for that. Doctor visits, still have to make those visits too. Go ahead,
Baby due and middle of the May, still the correct date we don't know, but soon we will know.
I think we'll have an idea very soon, the exact date. So
in a couple of days I have to go to the doctor again. So they recently, how many appointments they canceled? About 2 appointments they canceled.
They did cancel 2?
Yeah, one high risk doctor.
Oh,
The regular.
They did do the cancellation. Yeah. So hey Matthew, how are you?
Hey Matthew.
Oh, y'all got your shirts. Awesome, very cool.
Look, happy that you like.
Yeah, thank you so much. Glad you guys enjoy them, and hopefully it'll create some positive energy that will help Disney and the world, I should say, reopen soon, Yep. But he said they're getting their nursery set up. Susanna's been working on our little setup. I wouldn't really call it so much a nursery right now, but getting the whole baby area set up, the crib, and you've been doing some...
Still didn't wash the clothes. I'm thinking when to wash, maybe... already everything I have.
Yeah.
I was waiting to get everything. Now I have everything. I have to wash the clothes and prepare.
Yeah. You have to do the new baby clothes washing, the first round of washing and stuff. But I forgot. So 2 appointments for the doctor have been pushed aside or canceled.
They canceled.
Canceled.
Can you do like this? It's like on my...
Is it too bright on you a little bit?
Yeah, on my eyes.
There we go. Is that better?
Yep.
Okay. Well, yeah, it's like a little more mood lighting. Now it's more like nighttime.
No, it's good.
Yeah, it's comfortable. I might fall asleep. No, I'm just joking. But we've been meaning to jump on and do a live stream. I can't count how many times we were this close to live streaming, and then something comes up or it just gets too late or whatever. So we definitely, going forward after today, we want to start to try to do some more regular live streams. Now that we've had a time to adjust to really adjusting our business, like every other person out there, whether it's, whether you're a business owner and you're adjusting your business, or your job is adjusting your scheduling, or God willing, they're even still providing hours to you. So many people have been laid off and furloughed, and It's tough out there. Yeah, it is. This is the worst situation I think we've had, at least in my lifetime. I mean, obviously for most people, this is a tough situation. So, but I feel like we've finally gotten caught up with the changes we needed to make. So hopefully we'll be able to do more live streams between now and the next.
I hope so.
Yeah, I mean,
yeah.
But
Melissa, she said,
go ahead, honey.
Her due date was May 12th, but the little one didn't want to wait.
May 1st.
May 1st.
Ah.
We are thinking about that too, that it can happen early. So,
yeah.
I mean, how to say, God willing.
Yeah.
Right?
I've been saying, honey, we have to get everything done and ready because you never know, it could come early. Like we don't know yet. So
they already moved the date because they in the beginning they were telling that it will be the end of May.
Yes.
Now they said that in the middle of the May.
Yeah. Well, one thing I just want to say to you guys, I hope everybody is doing well and is healthy out there with everything that's going on. If you're suffering or having any issues, we're praying for you guys and your families and everything. And we just want everyone to get through the next couple of weeks safely, healthy.
Yeah, that is the most important thing.
And
we are almost all the time at home. Our grocery we are doing online.
Yeah.
Only if we are forced, like, to go to the pharmacy or
that type of thing. And then
yeah.
I don't know if I mentioned,
but the last time when you don't leave me out.
I don't remember last time I've let you go to Walmart.
Only doctor I have
it's
been.
just to the doctor.
Doctor, yeah.
Well, I will say real quick, then we'll jump into some questions. But I got lucky, and I should say, I don't know if luck is the right word, but probably about 8 months ago, I must have bought 2 N95 masks, those famous N95 3M masks. I had no idea I even had them. And then about a month ago, I was going through my garage, and lo and behold, in a box was 2 masks. So we have 2 of those N95 masks. So she's been wearing one when she goes to the doctor's office. I wear one when I've had to go to Walmart or the Walgreens or Publix or something like that. But we're like everybody else. We're just trying to stay home, and that's it. Just stay home.
It's like torture to have that mask.
They're hard to breathe through.
Breathe.
Yeah, that filter that's on there. I mean, it's
terrible.
It's good. It's doing its job, but they are hard to breathe through. But obviously, we only have one, so we have 2, one for each of us. So we have to reuse them, which is unfortunate, but it's better than nothing.
Using, how to say, very rare.
Very rare, yeah, and we let them sit for several days so that if there's some virus on the mask, hopefully it dies. But yeah. Anyway, let's jump into some questions.
Meta says that she said that wash the clothes a week ahead.
A week before that's true.
The only thing I'm afraid that it will be like us early, and I don't know. I don't know.
Well, maybe you can wash them twice. Wash them now, and then if the due date holds up, wash them a week before one more time. I don't know.
Yeah.
That's a good question though. When we've been anything, I'm the paranoid one, and I don't even know now. Like I think you could call it paranoia 3 weeks ago or 2 weeks ago, where now you can almost say it's smart. Not that I want to call myself smart, but my paranoia is smart, I think. And that I'm the one that whenever anything comes into the house, whether it's from Kroger or Amazon or whatever, I am like, leave it at the door, don't touch the boxes, go get the gloves, take them out the packaging. It's
wash with
so obviously with the baby clothes,
a lot of stuff
need to wash
that
those.
we order through the internet for baby stuff.
Yeah.
So when they deliver, I leave with 3-4 days like that on the next to the door. Then I open that just in case don't have any.
I've even been taking the stuff that I can wash with soap and water in the sink. She thinks I'm crazy, but like the soda cans or like bottle of water, I throw them under the sink and soap and water on the bottom.
But about the vegetables, I don't know. He was telling me wash the vegetables like a tomato, or I don't know how you can wash the berries with the
soap and water. I don't know.
Yeah.
I really don't know.
I said if I wash the tomato with the soap, I will not eat that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, Gemini Cats. Oh, okay, Gemini Cats. Hi, how are you? Hope you are doing well.
Hello.
Krista, she says hello from Orlando. We're in Orlando too. Hope you're doing well. Hope you are holding up. Things are, I mean, I don't know. South Florida is looking, I don't want to say rough, but obviously there's more cases in South Florida, in the Miami area. there's more cruise ship travel there. Miami's an although I guess Orlando is an international city too. I kind of forget that, but Miami, I don't know why necessarily Miami is in so much worse shape than Central Florida and Orlando. But either way, hope down that way too, everything improves over the next 2 weeks or so. But anyway, yes, hi to you, Krista, as well. Jessica says, hi, I missed both of you. Hope you're both doing well and staying healthy. Jessica, we are doing well. We missed you guys as well.
Yes, so much.
We were just saying we're sorry. It's been so long since we've had a chance to do the live stream. We've just been trying to get our business kind of adjusted to the current environment, if you would say that. And I wouldn't even say that it's adjusted, but I'm working on it as hard as I can. Like I think all you guys at home are. I mean, we're all in survival mode at this point. I think, whether it's you're trying to survive just by staying healthy, trying to survive by being able to do your work from home or your business from home, or, even if you're trying to get unemployment right now, it's a nightmare. Trying to get unemployment is an absolute nightmare. I mean, the phone lines don't work. The websites crash. That's a whole other animal. We're dealing with like the SBA. Dealing with the SBA is crazy right now. So anyway, everyone's in some type of survival mode. God willing, everybody's healthy and you're just trying to survive economically, not physically. But if you're physically ill from this virus, our prayers are with you guys, and we hope everyone makes it through this. And
everything
will be
okay.
Nice in a couple of months.
I believe that.
I think so too. Yeah. Let me scroll up through some of these questions.
The Melissa, look, she said with the vinegar too. I'm doing the vegetables, like greens. I use the vinegar.
Yeah.
Even before this, everything. One time I'm rinsing with the vinegar and then with the regular water.
Rinse it with vinegar and water. Yeah.
Yep.
I mean, I've heard of using vinegar mixed with, what were they saying to mix it with? But anyway, you can use vinegar as like a cleaning agent to clean your house and stuff.
For cleaning house too, it's very good. If you have some allergy from that
right.
bleach or something.
Yeah.
No, the vegetables I used to before even I use and berries
on fruits and stuff. Berries.
Time while you put the vinegar, they advise to do that because it kills all germs and everything. But I don't know about virus. Some stuff like that type of vegetables I put in the refrigerator, and I don't use couple days. Like the tomato, cucumber, like 2-3 days I leave like that. If even it has a virus, it will kill by itself. Right?
The speculation is that generally the virus dies on surfaces. I would assume that includes the surfaces of food as well after about 3 days. So
3 days, yeah.
If you leave some stuff out in the sunlight, I understand the UV can kill it a little bit faster in the sunlight, but generally whatever we have that comes from outside the house, I put it right into the garage if it doesn't have to be refrigerated. I just let it sit there for a couple days. Even the mail, I just let the mail sit there for a couple days before I start going through the mail. And but yeah, that's the deal with that. So what do we have here? Christina wants to know how the doctor's appointments are, and she wants to know, can you see the doctor in person? Good question, Christina. We did have to, like you were just saying, or like Susanna was saying, we had 2 doctor's appointments that were basically, I guess, canceled because they were not really considered priority, but mandatory.
Like the last time they checked me, they said everything is okay, so they can cancel the next one. That is the last one. They are doing sonogram.
Right.
Yeah. She said everything looks. We don't think if everything. She said that I don't think during the 1 month it will change something like big changes. So that is like an unnecessary appointment and they cancel. And then OGBYN, they said that as you meet 1 week before the high risk, it doesn't need that you come like in 4 or 5 days we have.
Right, because the high risk appointment is
very close.
And that's
appointment.
If you guys haven't had to deal with like high risk thing, but we have 2 doctors essentially. We have high risk doctor, OGBYN, and the high risk doctor is just what it sounds like. It's high risk. It's super, super thorough. I mean, they check everything. It's awesome. So they had just done a high risk appointment for us, and they just didn't. Yeah, she's finished. Yay! It's one step. And they just didn't feel the need to go straight to the OGBYN with whatever with what's going on. Now, as for doing the video appointments, I guess it's really hard when it comes to pregnancy. They need to be able to check heartbeats and some physical stuff there. So And that's answer to that is no. However, I'm not allowed to go inside, which is expected.
They didn't allow
You know,
still
I have to wait either outside last time I could wait in that was like in almost like a hospital center. So I waited like basically in the lobby of the hospital.
Yeah.
But it wasn't the main hospital. But like the OGBYN office, I'm not even allowed inside the doors. And I totally understand that and I respect that. And it's probably better.
Even the children, they said if you have
Even the children can't come. Only
you
the
have
mother.
to go by yourself. Yep.
As of right now, as far as I know, here in Orlando, husbands are allowed in the delivery room. Whether that will change between now and the middle of next month, I don't know.
I hope it will not change.
But I fully respect and trust the doctor's judgment and so we'll see, what the deal is with that once we get there. So I am like this. Whatever they believe is the safest thing for the mothers, the babies, the doctors, the nurses. We got to keep those ladies and gentlemen nice and healthy. They've got to still deliver babies. Babies still come whether there's a virus or not. So if that means me staying outside, then I'm fine with staying outside. So
Let's see what will happen.
yeah, that's all. Corrine said that she received her shirts. Awesome, Corrine. Glad that you got them. It was just something that I kind of threw together on the fly. I said, something that would just be fun a little bit, for us. Because everyone is sitting around waiting for Disney to reopen. We know it's going to reopen at some point. It seems like it's kind of getting pushed back further and further, which I think is expected. But at some point, it's going to be open. So if we just keep calm, it will
they
reopen.
are still planning to move in the end of this year.
Oh, yeah. Very cool,
Florida.
Matthew. Okay, yeah, I remember Matthew mentioned that in the last stream. They're coming or planning to move down this way. You know what, Matthew? Sometimes you find the good and the bad, and the good and the bad in this might be if you plan on being a home buyer or a mover in the next year.
Yeah.
I mean, for some people, it's going to be bad because if the housing market crashes, obviously someone's on the bad side of that crash. However, if you're a buyer and you're capable at that time, you can be on the good side of that crash. So you never know. I mean, I can tell you one thing, Orlando is like it's always been for the last 15 years. Home development's going up everywhere, and they got to sell those houses. So you never know what's going to happen down here, if it's going to push those prices down or the cost of townhomes are going to drop, or if you're looking to rent, if rents are going to drop. And, obviously that can be something that happens nationwide, but Orlando is a city that definitely is impacted ridiculously hard because Disney shut down, Universal shut down, the tourism industry is shut down, people have been laid off or furloughed, and it's not good for the housing market. So who knows what it holds in the next 12 months. So I don't know, but it may actually be a great time to move down here if that's the case. Kristen wants to know if the Disney outlets are closed. They are. The outlet malls have actually been closed, for like 2 weeks, I believe. At least 2 weeks, maybe more than that.
No.
But the outlet malls are totally shut down. So obviously the Character Warehouse is closed as well. When that's going to reopen, no idea. I mean, I don't know. Just trying to even think about when anything down here is going to be reopened is confusing. And I'm sure you guys see the speculation, whether it's with other YouTubers talking about it or in Facebook groups where it's discussed almost by the hour when or how Disney will go about reopening. But I've always had the feeling, and I think most people are feeling this too, and it looks like something got leaked out. I can't remember if it was shared into a Reddit or not, but it looks like Disney's going to be going most likely with a phased opening. Now, my idea of a phased opening for Disney would have been you start with Magic Kingdom first, you open that up, see how many people. I mean, obviously, they're not going to go to capacity. The little Reddit that I read said that Magic Kingdom would open at 50% capacity. Now, that's still pretty high. It's a lot of people still, but that it would be limited with no fireworks, no theater shows. I'm sure a lot of indoor dark ride attractions won't be open, trying to just keep people spaced out a little bit. Speaking of that, actually, I saw, I think it was WDW News today. They just posted on Facebook that a link from Disney, I guess it was a link from Disney, but that all Disney workers as of tomorrow have to wear face masks. Now, obviously, the workers that are there right now are the essential employees, the animal caretakers at Animal Kingdom, groundskeepers, the security, the people that have to be there to make sure the place is still operational, I guess, at some point. And they all have to now wear face masks and shields. So I can imagine when Disney reopens, maybe they'll have a policy where you have to wear a mask when you go to Magic Kingdom, or the workers will wear masks. I mean, It's just going to be it's going to be interesting to see how they do it. But in my opinion, it would be phased where Magic Kingdom opens. They need to see how many people actually would come. I think I was reading on that Reddit that it looks like Epcot is closed really for the foreseeable. I mean, it's under construction anyway. So, and Hollywood Studios maybe would open at like 50% capacity. Animal Kingdom 50% capacity. Again, no fireworks, nothing that causes like the crazy crowds or whatever.
Yeah, but somehow they have to start. If even they don't have fireworks or some rides will be closed, it's still better than all.
Think about what's involved in reopening Disney. Number one, the college program that was announced today. That one has been stopped. Those young people were supposed to be there, I believe. When were they supposed to be there? June 1st. Sorry. Oh no, I touched my face. I've been so good about it. I think my hands are clean. I've washed them, right?
Yeah, but you have that habit.
Sorry to me. That's my own health that I'm screwing up. June 1st was when the next group of college interns were supposed to come, and they canceled that. So, I mean, the college program provides, I don't know, like 40-50% of the Disney frontline face-to-face workforce. So now that all of those kids are not going to be there, that tells you that even when Disney reopens, obviously it's going to be at a very limited capacity because they're not going to even need basically 50% of their workers. So I don't know. I don't know. I don't really have an answer for how that's going to be, how it's going to look. You know, it's one of those things where it's just like any other business. When it opens, it still needs to be profitable. Like it could be something where if Disney opens and they can't get enough people to the parks, well, it costs more money to keep the parks open than what the actual revenues they can bring in from opening. Where they may just stay even closed longer. I don't know. I know like a lot of people are banking on rescheduled trips to come in June, July, August. Fingers crossed for you guys and for us, because that means if they're able to do that, we're all doing better health-wise. So fingers they can cross that can happen. What do we got, honey?
Let me turn on the air.
Turn on the air. It's a little warm. It did get a little warm. Let's see here. Krista says she's a nursing student at Advent Health University. The campus is closed and classes are online. It's okay, interesting. Now, is that like at the hospital facility downtown, the main one on, was it Princeton Street? I'm assuming that's where the nursing school is. And awesome for, becoming a nurse right now. We need nurses like crazy right now, so that's fantastic. Let's see. All the spring break. All the spring break cell phones. Matthew brings up something kind of interesting. He said, yes, Miami's in rough shape because remember they had all those spring breakers there about 2 weeks ago that they were upset with Governor DeSantis for not shutting down the beaches and allowing all those spring breakers to still come through. He said that there was I don't know if it's a map of some type that tracks by cell phone all those spring breakers and where they went to after they left Miami, taking the virus with them. Horrible. Honestly, listen, now they're saying like 50% of people are asymptomatic to this virus. That's like their estimate now, maybe like 50%. So that lets you know like how many people, and I don't want to say nothing bad about Disney because Disney is in the game like everybody else. They did their part like everybody else, but how many people possibly caught the virus at Disney, took it home with them because they were around people that were asymptomatic or some people's symptoms are very mild. It's like a cold or just a dry cough or something. And how many people were at Disney with like a light cold symptoms that spread the virus? So it's kind of creepy.
I remember last time we have been, it was Hollywood Studio, the very last time. Do you remember?
Last park we went to was Hollywood Studio.
We went and we walked around. Almost everybody was coughing there.
A lot of people were coughing. I remember that, yeah. You're right, I didn't even thought about that. That was probably around the first week of March. Because actually the last park we went to was Flower and Garden. We did Epcot Flower and Garden. Remember? We ate at Nine Dragons.
That was the last one?
So that's where people were sick then, right? Or was it at Hollywood Studios?
Hollywood Studios was...
so that was around March 1st. I hadn't even thought about that.
We're trying to avoid them.
Yeah, that's not creepy, but I hadn't even thought about that. A lot of us are sitting around thinking like, Like my brother, he was sick back in January, remember?
I get sick
And then you
too.
caught it from him, I think.
And before I in December get sick too. Do you remember during the pregnancy twice I have been sick?
So who knows if that was the virus? We don't know yet. Now, just listening to the press conference, the the president's press conference, and the guy from, I don't know if he's CDC or what he's from, not Fauci. This was some other guy, but he was saying the antibody test, the one they want to do where they can tell if you've been, I guess if you've had this virus, if you've already had it, so that way we know you've got at least a short-term immunity to it. He was talking about they're hoping to have that test ready to mass administer to people by like the beginning of May. So it'll be interesting to find out like how many Americans already have had it or been exposed to it and are asymptomatic. Think about it, 50% of people just don't have symptoms. That's crazy. And then, I'm not a doctor or a medical person, but it just makes me wonder, why do some people have symptoms and some people don't?
But they thinking it's just regular cold.
Yeah.
Like I was thinking, because I get the flu shot.
Yeah.
It wasn't flu, so.
We have no idea. We'll find out with the antibody test if they start. Well, they said that test is going to be a finger prick, just a little finger prick, and they'll be able to tell if you've had the coronavirus and if you have an immune system to it or immunity to it, antibodies, I guess. Like I said, I'm not a doctor. I don't know what I'm talking about. But I'm talking about what I just heard them say on TV. And a couple other people have been talking about how important to do the antibody test is to find out who's actually immune and who's not. So, speaking of that, we were talking about earlier, Boris Johnson, right? Prime Minister of the UK. I don't know if we have any of our UK followers on this stream right now. It's kind of a weird time over there. What time is it? It's late. It's like morning or something. It's 6 hours difference, I think, ahead of us. But anyway, y'all might watch this. You guys might watch.
It's 4 hours.
Well, our UK followers might watch us in the morning when they wake up, because the stream will stay on the channel. So I want to say to you guys, best wishes to your Prime Minister. We hope that Boris recovers. It's scary that he was just taken into the ICU. We hope that he recovers, and scary time. Did get to watch your Queen's speech yesterday. Beautiful speech. They said it was her 4th time she's ever addressed her people. How cool was that?
Yeah.
It was actually.
I like her so much.
She's awesome.
Yeah.
Your Queen is awesome, guys. Y'all have an awesome Queen. So let's see. What do we have here?
Jessica, she says she's still holding the ears that she get through the giveaway to come for next trip and use it.
Well, I tell you what, Jessica, we can't wait to when this is all over, and it's going to be over one day at some point in the future, to be able to get back to warehouse videos, shopping videos, just get out to the parks and do our giveaways for you guys. Just be able to go to Disney. I told Susanna, look, number one, I'm just craving Disney. And it's crazy because we would sit around like before this happened and I'd be like, I don't know if I want to go to the Magic Kingdom. It's going to be so crowded and crazy. I don't feel like walking through the crowd to get on the boat or the monorail to get there. And then it's going to be so full and packed and it's hot and humid today. Now I just like, I don't even care at this point. It could be 10 million people and a 5-hour wait to get through the gate. I would do it. Like they always say, you don't know what you got until it's gone, right? Like, it's so true. And not just with Disney. I don't want to say that because that sounds kind of corny. I'm talking about with everything. Just to be able to go out to to go grocery shopping together, or just to go to the local restaurant down the street and just sit down and relax and have a meal.
No, you don't have the freedom.
No freedom.
No, you appreciate every minute when you have been outside, even for grocery.
Can't even, like you guys are probably dealing with what y'all have. I mean, statewide, lockdowns, you really shouldn't be even out driving unless it's an emergency. So you can't even really take a ride anywhere unless there's a real purpose to it. I just can't wait till this is over. I will appreciate, and this is a promise I'm making myself, to my wife, to my future baby, to you guys at home, and I hope y'all are thinking the same way I am. Once this is over, take advantage of every opportunity to, whether it's
begging you to come home.
Well, whether it's an opportunity for a new job, a new business, a new baby, getting married, a girlfriend, boyfriend, whatever. Just take advantage of every opportunity that comes towards you. If it's a day to go to the beach, don't put it off. Go to the beach. If it's a trip to Disney, don't put it off. Go to Disney. I don't know. I'm just going to appreciate everything so much more because everything's been taken away. And a lot of people are, and I don't want to say something like this. Knock on wood, we've been healthy through this process, but there are people that really are, that are suffering, and I feel so bad for them. And people are suffering, so...
today I was thinking we are like sometimes getting angry or we in stress, but today I was thinking what the people who forced to go to job.
Yeah.
Or forced to go to hospital, or forced to go somewhere else, and they don't know they will during the day they will catch that virus. This way we are at home.
Yeah,
it's terrible.
It is.
But if compared with another people who forced to go every day out, we are.
Big shout out to all of the grocery workers, truck drivers, gas station attendants. I mean, anyone, car mechanics, anyone that's essential. The UPS drivers, FedEx delivery men, USPS, government people, doctors, nurses, the cleaning crews, just everyone that's essential, pilots and airport workers. I mean, it's very tough. Bus drivers, public transportation, subway operators. I mean, all that type of stuff. We're at a luxury that we can stay home. Yeah. Now we're staying home and our business is suffering. But at least, I don't even want to say we're safe. I don't think anyone's totally safe, but, we're in the confines of our home trying to social distance as best as we can. Mm-hmm. But there are really people out there every day that are out there, So God bless you guys, really. Stay safe. Krista's asking, what is something you guys are looking forward to after the lockdown's over? I think we just summed it up. Everything. I'm looking forward to everything, Krista. Just... being able to go outside without a fear of catching the virus, by then we'll have a new baby. Being able to take our baby outside to show to the great people of this world, and even family members.
Go to the church yesterday. We
go to church. Yeah, can't even go to Palm Sunday. We couldn't go to church. Go ahead.
Yeah,
we called them on the phone.
I mean, we are really after delivery. We still don't know how we will.
Yeah.
With the newborn baby go outside.
Well, the thing is with the newborn baby, I don't mean to cut you off, but I mean we've socially distanced ourselves from everybody, even our family here in Orlando. So when the baby comes, I mean I don't even know if I can show my mom her granddaughter. It's horrible, right? Like I mean maybe through the window or something, but or like my brother or sister-in-law. Like what are you going to do? I'm even nervous about bringing the virus home to the baby. Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I try not to think about it because, let's just get through day by day. We get through each day at a time.
Today they said they are working on 10 medicines.
10 therapeutic drugs that the FDA, I guess, is, they're in trials. Hopefully some of those medications, I know we always keep hearing about hydroxychloroquine and the Z-Paks, and maybe there's something else coming. Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. We have great research universities in this country. I guess some of the best ones in the world, Yep. UVA Medical Center. I'm looking at you. Y'all better come up with something good. So, let's see. What do we have here? Oh, Trisha's in Dublin. Okay. She's on total lockdown for the next 7 weeks. We cannot go anywhere here at all, or the police will arrest you on the spot. Wow. Well, you know what? I mean, it's unfortunate. I mean, we all love our freedoms. I mean, in America, we've got our Constitution that protects us. Mm-hmm. But at some point, it takes some drastic measures. And I think this is a drastic one. Look, they're not asking you to, I don't know, swim in the ocean for the next 7 weeks. They're just telling us to stay home. Nah. Our ancestors were told they had to go to Europe to fight a war, or go to Southeast Asia or to Asia to fight a war. At least we're just being asked suffer at home. And it is suffering though, because essentially it's an economic suffering. You can't work. If your employer somehow can't figure out a way to continue to pay you, you're getting unemployed, you're getting laid off, you're getting furloughed, and then welcome to the club of trying to collect unemployment. It is no joke out there. Good thing is it seems like the banks, the credit card companies, even if you have a decent landlord or a decent bank who your mortgage is through, that they're working with you right now on these payments and stuff. But not everybody's as lucky, So, but yeah, wow. So where were we at? I was just, okay. So that's crazy though that, arresting people on the spot. I don't know. In America, that would never fly. It's just, I guess they would say it's anti-American to arrest people for going out their house. But maybe you would get the a loudspeaker from the policeman, go back inside. I don't know, but I do believe in some areas of the country they are. I know they're arresting you, but they're giving you some pretty hefty fines, like a $500 fine, and probably being told to go home. So, which is just as bad, if not worse. That's a big fine when you're not working.
Where we have seen they are hitting the people.
Oh well, now yeah, I've seen the. I shouldn't. I'm not gonna. I'm not smiling. Stop smiling, honey. It's not funny.
I mean, it's not funny, but it's for us. It looks fun.
I don't think they hit him hard. I don't.
I'm sorry.
This is not an evil grin. Yeah. No, there's been some videos going around. I'm sure y'all have maybe seen them on the news in places like India, Sri Lanka, Bhutan, those places down there in that region of the world where when the people go outside, if they're outside when it's curfew time or something or lockdown time, I mean they just walk around with a wooden stick and they just hit you.
Yeah.
The one poor guy, they just laid him on the ground, held his feet up in there, and just popped him on his feet a few times. So, I mean, there's an extreme, and then there's, hey guys, stay home and get your groceries delivered. We're very lucky. Let's look at the positive. We're very lucky in the United States and in Western Europe that we have food delivery. You can just go to your Walmart.com or Publix, Kroger, whatever your grocery store is, and have your food delivered to you. But unfortunately, in a lot of other parts of the world, you just don't have that, you know? And I was just watching one of my favorite YouTubers. His name is Harold Balder. He's a big-time travel YouTuber. If you're familiar with him or with Baldwin Banker up there too, one of my favorite like international travel vloggers. And Harold is in this vlogger. He is in Sri Lanka.
He's from Australia, right?
He's Norwegian.
Norwegian.
Yeah, he's a Viking. Norwegian Viking guy. Very interesting. You may want to check his channel out sometime. We all have a lot of time on our hands to watch YouTube videos and stuff. But anyway, so he is actually one of the only travel vloggers that I'm familiar with that's actually still like in that part of the world vlogging. He's in Sri Lanka, I believe. And he's basically trapped in his house that he's renting. He's renting a house. And there's a stigma in that part of the world that people with fair skin, like Americans or Western Europeans, that they are the carriers of the virus because what they see on the media is who has the most virus: the United States, the Italians, the French, the British, Irish. You know, so they see only the Western European and America having these high numbers of virus counts. So basically, he doesn't feel that comfortable leaving his house because there's that stigma in that part of the world that that's a virus guy. He might have the virus. But anyway, watching him on the lockdown, in his video that he uploaded, they showed that the lockdown was raised for like a couple hours. At least we have food in our markets. In other parts of the world, it is freaky. It's freaky, like scary. I mean, there's no food. Yeah. They were going market to market to market, and basically, Sri Lanka is like India. You know, like there's just no food. And the lines where there were food were the longest lines. It makes the line to Space Mountain look like nothing. I mean, just hours-long lines to get food. So anyway, Harold Balder, you might enjoy watching some of his videos. Let's see what questions we've got, honey. I'm sorry. Matthew said that, and speaking of that, guys, Matthew has a little baby on the way as well. They're very excited like us. I guess his doctor told him that if if your temperature, if the daddy's temperature is over 100 degrees, you will not be allowed in the delivery room. That probably makes sense. I mean, if you have a fever, I don't think they're going to let you in there, Matthew. So yeah, that makes sense.
I hope you will not have a fever. No,
I hope not either. Trying to stay healthy, doing the best we can. Melissa wants to know where your family's planning to visit when the baby comes. Susanna's family is in Armenia, so it's a little that one's a little hard. Obviously, no one's going anywhere now. And my family here locally, again, like we were just saying, we're going to probably continue with social distancing. Yeah. We'll be using Skype, video messengers, FaceTime, and until
nobody will offend it in this situation. We can't
I haven't had personal contact with my mother, who's here in Orlando. I haven't actually personally seen her in 2 months, right? Or a month?
No.
Month. I'm sorry, month. After this all started. Yeah. I haven't seen my own brother except from like a 12-foot distance. I had to take him something, and we stayed 12 feet apart, and that was about 4 weeks ago too. So that's tough, but baby is number one. You got to keep baby healthy. So unfortunately, this time, until the doctors say there's an all clear, be around each other, or until they have a therapeutic medicine that, God forbid, if you catch the virus, you can take something for it. or the vaccine comes, it's
Last
just a
time
weird
the
one.
doctor, she said they are not allowing visitors. Do you remember already?
No visitors in the
That
hospital.
was about
Yeah.
3 weeks ago.
3 weeks
said.
ago, yeah. Three down here. It's Celebration Hospital in Orlando, or
Yeah.
out in
Only
Orange
one
County.
visitor. One visitor is Steven.
But now they don't even allow the one visitor except
no,
in
for
delivery.
Yeah, after delivery.
Yeah.
Yep.
Let's see. Matthew's saying he thinks they'll allow resort guests and local pass holders for a while. I mean, yeah, I think it's just going to be a kind of test by test basis just to see if they can get an. Here's the thing. Even when Disney opens, how many people are going to be comfortable going to Disney when they know if there's no therapeutic drugs or no vaccine yet? I don't know. That's a tough one. People have to think about. And even if you're healthy, it gets back to when you go back to your states or back to wherever you go, you don't necessarily want to get other people sick. And then who knows? You're healthy, but you don't know how your body's going to handle the virus. It almost seems like it hits everybody differently. Some people, not so bad. Other people, it's a nightmare. So I don't know. That's a tough one, man. I don't know how that's going to work. I was listening.
For children, they said that the children the most safe
Yeah.
in this. But in the situation we are afraid that we will get sick. We have to care about baby.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Well, one of the things I saw today, I think it was CNBC had the article up, or I can't remember. I think it was on CNBC, but it was about Germany. So Germany is already trying to talk about how they plan to reopen their economy. And so their whole thinking is everyone must wear a mask in public. Okay, makes sense. I mean, I've said that from day one. Like, if we can mass distribute antibody tests, why not mass distribute 3M N95s? Let's make N95 masks available to the general public as well. I don't care if it means that Ford has to be taken over and Ford has to start producing masks and they give them out to the public or something. But figure out a way to get more masks out there because you can't find them. I mean, they're gone. And they're all, right now, only being given to the hospitals around the world, not regular individuals. But once we come out of our homes to keep us from spreading it, I think we need the masks. But the other thing is in Germany is obviously no large gatherings. So like in Germany, they were saying no sporting events, no concert, movies, theater, that type of stuff. Like obviously maybe low occupancy inside of restaurants and buildings. So when you read that, it makes you think, well, obviously the United States will probably try to implement a similar opening strategy. Well, how does Disney fall in that? Because Disney is obviously, it's a high gathering place. So I don't know. Obviously, DCL, Disney Cruise Line, I don't see how that's coming anytime soon. Carnival Cruise Lines, they're on the ropes. Carnival's trying to stay a company and stay afloat. They don't want to sink the ships.
They are not comparable, Disney and Carnival.
Well, what I'm just saying is cruise lines in general. Who's going to step on a cruise ship anytime soon? Yeah. I don't see cruise ships being a thing until there's a vaccine.
Yep.
I'm just saying until there's a vaccine.
It's not, now it sounds like it will be too long to get the vaccine, but if we will get in 1 year, unless it's not bad.
It's still a long time, 1 year from now.
Yeah, but I mean, it's not 10 years,
Well, for companies like Royal Caribbean and Carnival,
yeah,
how do they stay alive?
For them, it's like for economy.
And they're having issues getting bailout money because they're not technically American companies. All those, y'all probably know the deal. The cruise ship lines, they're all flagged to different countries to circumvent labor laws.
Once they will have the medication, people will be more confident. Even they will catch, they know that they have a medication.
I don't know, maybe. Would you want to get on a cruise ship right now?
Even
if there was a medicine? Cruise ships are, I don't know. I mean, we love cruising. We love cruise ships, but not until there's at least some pretty good guarantee that you're not going to catch this or a vaccine or something. What's going on, Incognito Mouse? Hope you're doing well.
Hi there.
Now, Incognito Mouse thinks that their parks will be flooded when it opens. I don't know. I really, you know what? There are the diehards. We see those in like pass holder groups and that type of thing. We have Disney diehards. Not quite sure, though, if that's enough to keep the parks flooded or flooded for long. And, the big thing with Disney, too, is Disney doesn't want to open up too soon, and then there's an outbreak of the virus that gets tied back to Disney. I think we just saw, I wrote it down, Disney Wonder, 38 people ill. Okay, that's a lot. But, I mean, imagine if a bunch of people got sick at from going to the Magic Kingdom to get traced back. It's a huge PR thing for Disney. I don't know. That one I don't know. So we'll see. I think there will be a rush of Disney vloggers wanting to be there when they open. But I don't know. That's a tough one. So let's see what other questions we've got. Melissa, I agree with you. That's another thing. We haven't even touched on that yet. The financial impact. Melissa's saying that the unemployment and the financial impact is so big, people are going to have other things to be concerned about and other places that their budget needs to go before it goes to Disney. And I kind of agree. I mean, sometimes I feel like when I'm in different, whether it's our Facebook group or others, where people are so concerned about their Disney trips. And I understand Disney makes the world go around for all of us. But in a situation like you've been laid off, you're now part of the 30% of people looking for new work in a tough environment. You just may not have the means to go to Disney this year. You might have to push it off to the 50th. I think a lot of people are going to push it off to the 50th. That's kind of what we're doing. We're already looking ahead to the 50th. Mm-hmm. We even, between the two of us, we said there's a good chance me and Susanna won't enter a Disney park until Christmas. Yeah. Unless there's a therapeutic drug that's like, this is the thing. Your nose starts to run, take the pill, you'll be okay. Then if there's nothing like that, we're waiting until there's probably a vaccine. It's a tough one. My mom's old. I mean, you and I are in relatively good health, but we're going to have a new baby in the house. I don't know. And then that's the whole thing. Even if you're in good health, apparently some people are still getting pretty sick, good health or not. So, Incognito Mouse says that Orlando Sentinel said that the Florida area will curve in 2 weeks. Yeah, I saw that. I did see that. The interesting thing, though, man, about that one is those models, the way I understand, they only go through like August. So what happens in September, October? Like, there's a lot of thinking that there's a second wave of this virus coming back. Hopefully, by the time the second wave comes, maybe there would be a therapeutic or a medication, or we'll be closer to a vaccine. But yeah, I did see that. So in the short term, hopefully this peak comes in Florida and we're kind of on the clear for a while, especially for us, being that we're going to be dealing with baby in a couple more weeks here too. So good call on that. If I can. Yeah, Matthew said he'll put up a link. Thank you, Matthew. Yeah, if you find the link, share it to the group. Matthew said, in the People's Republic of Indiana, they're only going to issue citations for breaking the stay-at-home order if they have to pull you over for a traffic violation. I'm not going to lie, I'm not exactly sure what they're doing here. I probably should know in my own state down here in Florida what the punishment is, but yeah, okay. Yeah, I don't think they're going to imprison us. That's kind of a constitutional thing. I don't know if they can even throw us in a prison, but who knows? Maybe they can, because probably some of the things they're doing are unconstitutional anyway. I just don't think anyone's complaining about it because people realize that mostly of what's being done right now is to keep the general population safe. But so Trish said that in Dublin, they can't even use the public transportation, the buses. You know, in Armenia, are they running the buses there?
They said not the same number, very low number. Still, yep.
Well, I mean, Trish, I understand why.
Because in Armenia, it's like New York City. They don't. Not everybody has their own car.
Yeah.
A lot of people, they used to go to
public
their
transportation.
Job. Yeah, they use taxi or public transportation.
And a lot of the thinking is that New York City's had such a tough time because the understanding is now that the virus, the virus is in the air. It's aerosol. It's in the air for a couple of hours. So you step on a subway train in New York, or you're down in the subway station, and plus, buses, elevators, building hallways.
Plus the buildings, like they live in the condominiums.
So I guess it makes sense why. Maybe that's why we're lucky in America and a lot of other places, because honestly, Trish, in America, most cities, states, there is negligible public transportation, or you really don't need the public transportation. Everyone gets in their own car, drives themselves. Obviously, it's totally different from in Europe or from, a select handful of cities in this country that rely on public transportation. So, let's see. Krista says that since Magic Kingdom was so crowded on their last night, it makes sense that it should be open on the first day. I kind of agree, Kristen. I'm not sure, though, because I think some people, it's not that they weren't taking it serious at that time when the Magic Kingdom closed. I just don't think everyone realized how bad it was going to be. Or some people sometimes I think are in denial. I think what we're about to go through, and I hope it's wrong, but what they're predicting over the next 7 to 10, 2 weeks, it's a lot of tragedy, really. And I think almost, I wonder like if people need time to mourn. There's going to be a lot of people that just need time to mourn. I don't know, like, I just don't know how many people are going to be ready just to go celebrate at the Magic Kingdom on opening day. I don't know. It's hard to say. I hope I'm wrong.
People like you, they are craving for Disney World.
Yeah, but if they've gone through some tragedy, or they've lost their jobs, or they're in danger of losing their jobs, or God forbid they've lost a family member or gotten sick themselves, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. It's a tough one. I just don't think I just don't know how much excitement aside from the pass holders and the Disney regulars, but I'm talking about like the general population. How many people are going to be just running to Disney when it opens? That I don't know. Where are we at? Let's see. Yeah, Matthew, you're exactly right. Matthew's talking about Royal and Carnival, how they won't get the bailout. Yeah, I mean, if you guys aren't familiar with the way the cruise lines do it, no, I'm not an expert, but generally it's like this. The cruise lines, and I can't remember who's flagged to who, but the ships are flagged to, most of them are flagged to the Bahamas, different islands, different countries that don't have as strict of labor laws and taxes as the United States. But the big thing I understand, a lot of it has to do with labor laws. If you're not familiar, like most cruise ship employees, they make nothing. I mean, their hourly rates are well below minimum wage in the United States. Now they do have free housing because they live on the ship. Internet is free. Food. I don't know if you get cell phones. I don't know, but I mean, basically everything. It's kind of been the military. Everything's provided to you, but you're paid very low.
Students, right?
Not necessarily. No, not students. They're just, you'll find a lot of people on cruise ships from Southeast Asia again coming. A lot of workers from India, Philippines, Malaysia, Indonesia.
For their country, they are doing good money.
Yeah.
That money they are saving.
Yeah, and usually you're on a contract.
They don't spend it.
Right.
They're just collecting the money. At the same time, they stay in the shade.
Yeah.
They eat, they sleep, and work.
And usually on like a contract, like 3 months, 6 months, something like that, where you're on the ship, everything's provided to you. So anyway, but a lot of the cruise ship employees that I've talked to when I've been on a ship, I mean, most of them work almost every day of the week, like 12-hour shifts, 7 days a week. Maybe they take a day off for a couple hours. They'll go run on Castaway Cay or something like that.
I remember we have seen the waiters because they come.
But obviously, if they were United States businesses employed under U.S. labor laws, that wouldn't fly. So Matthew's right that because they do that, it looks like they're having a hard time getting any bailout money from the U.S. federal government. And I don't want to say that they don't deserve it, because I don't even know if that's correct, and I don't know enough about the business behind the cruise lines. But I know Carnival is struggling. I'm not sure Royal's situation, but I know Carnival is really struggling to stay afloat. And if the cruise lines have to stay shut down indefinitely until there's a vaccine, I mean, we're talking like a year. I don't know how that works. I have no idea. Unless the virus just disappears and they get lucky, this virus just runs its course and it never comes back. But it'll be interesting to see what happens with the cruise lines. So,
Krista asking about the baby name.
You can have that one. Go ahead. I'll take a sip of my
Thank
cold water.
Thank you so much for congratulations. We picked the name, but we want to announce after have a baby. That is the only one thing that nobody knows yet. Even the family, only you and me.
I know the $1 million answer. Yeah. The answer to the $1 million question. Yeah, no, we'll be sharing that very soon.
Yep.
I guess that'll probably be a live stream. I already tried to beg Susanna to let me live stream from the delivery room, but she said no.
No.
I'm joking. I have a GoPro. No, I'm just joking. No, we can't do that. Let's see. Oh, Matthew, thank you, Matthew. I will check out that link from Forbes. Absolutely. Once the stream is over, I want to read it. Have the least labor laws in Texas. They get $2 an hour. They don't get paid much. I mean, it's minimal.
I forget one boy. He said us. I forget how much he said. How much they are paying them.
I mean, it's around that.
Yeah. Maybe.
So Matthew said a couple of the people he's talked to, same deal. Then they can take their money home, start a business. Yeah, I mean, look, $2 an hour in the United States is pennies. But go look up what the hourly income is in the Philippines. Yeah. And take your $2. Those people are dreaming for that $2 an hour job with no expenses. And when they go back to their country, they can take off a couple of months if they want to.
In my country, for my job, was like daily about $10, like 8 hours.
That's it, huh?
That's it. But I have a good job at the same time. I mean, it wasn't too much.
You work for
salary.
the government.
Yeah, for government. Then I work in the medical university. I mean, it was okay. It wasn't big salary, but if compared with the dollar, it's nothing.
It's not, yeah.
Yeah, like monthly they in our country they pay not for hour, they pay for like monthly salary. Mm-hmm. Mine was about $200 for a whole month. Yeah,
it's better than a lot of other countries. Go look at the income in Afghanistan or I don't know. I always think of the Philippines or you know, I don't know how India is, but I mean just some of the Southeast Asian countries and. Yeah. You know, we're lucky here. I don't know. We're kind of lucky here. So
that's why a lot of people who coming with the contract to work here, and they can save that money. Actually, cruise people, it's very good job for them because they almost all money they can save. They don't spend for nothing, like for rent, for eat, for sleep. Right?
Yeah.
They just can couple how year's contract 2 or 3 months.
Depends.
Yeah.
I've talked to some that have said 4 months, 6 months.
That chunk of money for their country, it's good money to go back.
And the interesting thing is, every time I talk to somebody on a cruise ship, like an employee, they always meet their spouses there. So it seems like it's a place not only to go for your career, but to fall in love. I always seem to fall in love
like
on a
Titanic.
Well, I'm sure being on a cruise ship is romantic.
Yeah.
So I'm assuming working on the cruise ship is just as romantic. So I always forget about that. You always meet they meet their significant other working on a cruise ship. So Krista's asking favorite Disney park. Honey, why don't you answer that one first? What is your favorite
My
park?
favorite, the first one is Magic Kingdom. Second, it's Epcot.
Now,
although I love all parks, but like a favorite, it just when you live here, it's a little bit hard to get to the Magic Kingdom. Sometimes we got lazy, right, to go Magic Kingdom. That's why we used to go to the Epcot often. But I like Magic Kingdom because they have, I don't know, it's a classic park.
Well, what's your favorite ride there? I think you've told us before. What is it?
Where in the Magic Kingdom? It's a Seven Dwarfs.
Seven Dwarfs. Yeah. You love the Mine Train. Yeah. Mine Train that's a fun one.
Yeah, it's very good.
I love the theming of it. I like the singing and the music and it's a lot of fun. I like that one too. Look, Krista agreed with you. Favorite park, hers is too. Magic Kingdom. Yeah. She loves the Magic Kingdom.
It's like a classic, especially I came from another country. For me, when I was imagining about Disney, for me that is the an icon for a Disney park.
Of course, the castle, Main Street. You know what? If it was open right now, I would stop what I'm doing. I'm sorry, guys. I would have to abandon the live stream. You know what? I would take the live stream mobile, though. I'd turn the phone on for you guys, and I would head over to Magic Kingdom right now. I'm craving the Magic Kingdom. I'm craving Disney. I'm just craving Disney in general. Look, we're still kind of new to Orlando. There's just, you shut down the tourism industry. There's not a lot to do around here. Not that there would be anything to do anyway. No, there's a lot to do. There's still the lakes and the springs and everything. But
Belinda, she said the Haunted Mansion is her favorite.
Haunted Mansion?
Yours.
Yeah, I love the Haunted Mansion. I do. I love the Haunted Mansion so much.
Still now I can't understand. I like the Haunted Mansion, especially the merchandise. But I don't know with that, how to say, with that dead stuff.
The scenery.
Like the zombies and everything.
Ghost.
It's coming from the culture.
Yeah.
In our country, it's a little bit weird to be in love with the ghost. Yeah.
Well, I feel like, and don't quote me on this because I'm not sure which one it is, but one of the haunted mansions, either it's the one in Tokyo. Is it the Tokyo one? One of them, though, because it's a cultural thing where it's not quite cool to do like ghost. Mm-hmm. So the theming is a little different. It's not a ghost mansion. I'll have to look that one up, and I can't remember. I know I've watched like a documentary or something about that where it's just not quite like accepted in the culture, the ghost thing or something. That might be Tokyo Disney, though. I can't remember. Have any of you guys been to Tokyo Disney, by the way? I think that's so on our list very soon. Like once the baby's a little bit bigger, this whole thing's far away in the past. I really want to go to Tokyo so bad. Yeah. I want to see Tokyo Disney Sea so bad. So bad. Yeah. Maybe we'll do Shanghai too. Let's see. What else do we have? Yes, nothing beats the classic Cinderella Castle. Agree. Right. Yeah, it's nice. I wonder, Chris, I'll ask you since you're talking about it. How do you feel about the new paint job? What do you think of the new gold accents? I know it's not finished yet, but Disney put out the artist renderings of what it's going to look like, and it might be done. No, I don't think it's done now.
It looked like in the California they have.
Looks a lot like the one in Disneyland.
Yeah, the colors is because I have seen the picture. I haven't been there. But the colors it looked like with that castle. Yeah. Right?
Yeah.
And the Paris too. How I remember the Paris has
that one's like the Paris one has like some pinks. That's supposed to be a beautiful castle. From what I understand, the one in Paris, underneath they have like the dragon's grotto or whatever. There's a dragon underneath the one in Paris you can see. I don't know if it's like an animatronic that moves or not.
Have you been there?
No, I've been to Paris many times, but I've never been to the Disneyland. And it's actually very easy to get to. It's on the metro. Yeah. You can take the metro from Paris directly to Disneyland. It's great.
She said she doesn't like that.
What's that? The paint colors?
She doesn't like the color.
You know, Krista, when I first saw it...
If compare now, it's better. I agree.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess I'll just have to wait to pass judgment on it. I am like you, though. I'm not big on change either.
That will be temporary, right?
I know it's for the 50th, obviously gold, 50th gold. I don't know what they're going to do after the 50th, but who knows? Mm-hmm. You didn't get to see it because you weren't here yet, but for the 25th anniversary, if you guys remember, or if you guys were big enough to remember, the castle was a birthday cake for a whole year. Yeah, you've seen the pictures of it, right? The pink.
Yeah.
I have old videos.
You have seen, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Back in Virginia at the house, I have some old VHS cassette tapes. Next time we're up there, I need to gather up some old Disney movies and start upload some of those old ones or whatever.
You have to upload to the YouTube channel.
Yeah, it's like a vault. It's like a history vault. But it was decorated like a pink birthday cake. Belinda said she would love to go to Tokyo Disney. Me too, Belinda. Or I would love to see them build Disney Sea. Everyone I know that has been to Disney Sea say it's the most beautiful Disney park in the world. From what I've seen of it online, it looks amazing. Journey to the Center of the Earth looks awesome. Maybe one day Disney will just build a Disney Sea park here in Orlando. We're near the sea. That would be cool. Yeah. Christina said she would love to visit Disneyland Paris and Tokyo too. Yes, I think we all do.
Yeah.
Definitely would all love to see that.
One day we will visit.
Yeah.
You promised me.
I did promise.
Yep.
We have to wait for the baby. Yeah. She's got to be a little bit bigger. A 1-year-old. She's 1. She can go.
No, not to Paris, but maybe 2 years.
Why do I feel like it's only from Orlando to Tokyo? Well, that's a long flight. I don't know. Orlando to Tokyo is a little bit of a flight, but they have cheap tickets though. Normal time of the year, I've seen cheap tickets like round trip, like $600 to Tokyo. No, I don't know. I don't even think you can get there now, but in a normal time, they have some great deals. So. Yeah. Apparently, the merchandise, by the way, guys, if you're not familiar, the merchandise at Tokyo Disney is phenomenal. Apparently, they're really into nicer quality, more unique merchandise. Like here at Disney World, the merchandise is cool, but a lot of it's kind of like run of the mill. You already know what to expect. Like, there's going to be a Haunted Mansion Spirit jersey. Well, then they're going to make a Space Mountain one, and then they're going to make a something. Everything's very predictable, I would say. Like, in my opinion, the Disney World merchandise It's not. It's very predictable. A lot of it's not very unique. You understand what I'm saying? Like, there's not like that much uniqueness to the Disney World merchandise, which is fine. And I think it makes sense because it works for Disney. But apparently in Tokyo Disney, and I could be totally wrong, but I've always heard that the merchandise is very, like the popcorn buckets are awesome. And the merchandise just seems a little bit more unique and cool. So, favorite item you've seen at the, Kristen wants to know favorite item you've seen at the character warehouse.
Usually when we like something, we are buying.
Well, she wants to know what your favorite item is you've ever seen there. I got to think about that one for a second. What's the coolest thing we've ever seen at the warehouse? I don't know.
The coolest thing, the last that we have seen and we didn't get, that is this, the
bodysuits, the
rompers.
Yeah.
The old rompers, like Haunted Mansion with the Haunted Mansion.
Those were really cool. Yeah, those were really cool.
My favorite is a Dooney and Burke bags.
The bags.
almost all I like. Not every time I'm buying, but I like some of them. I have.
I like to see like anything that's at the parks that's quite expensive that gets marked down at the warehouse like by like 90%. Like when you find that deal, like when I give you guys the alerts, like deal, alert. There's a reason, because it's just it's such a deep discount. So when I see something that's just like super deep discounted, I like that item. Now I enjoy the wristwatches when they get in some unique wristwatches. I like the different T-shirts.
They have a good Pandora charms too.
The charms.
But as I am not collecting yet, I'm not like very in love with that jewelries. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah,
Hi Annie, how are you doing? We are doing good. Good to see you too again.
Matthew said his favorite item from the warehouse is the Stitch Christmas set. You know what, Matthew? That is a very cool one. And I will say, I do enjoy overall when they get the different like holiday merchandise, whether it's the Christmas merchandise, the Halloween stuff, or when they bring in the festival merchandise like Flower and Garden or Food and Wine or whatever. So yeah, you're right, Matthew. That stuff is very cool. And Matthew's cars, he says, is named Lilo and Stitch. Very cool. I like that. Yeah, little personality. That's awesome. Hi Ann, very nice to see you again as well. We apologize for being so long since we've done a stream. We're going to try and do a lot more streams here this week. So we were thinking, Wednesday, right? I tried to do a stream Wednesday.
Yeah. I mean, sometimes we are planning and
it's just
it's
busy. But we will try very hard Wednesday to do a stream.
By the way, I prepared to show the
yeah. Do you guys want to see what Susanna's been working on for the baby real quick before we end this stream? For some of you guys, this might be kind of interesting. I don't know if we've mentioned before. Susanna is a prolific knitter. She knits the most gorgeous stuff. She has her Etsy store as well. Now she's turned it off right now because she's getting ready for baby. So, but she's knitting for herself or for the baby. So, honey, why don't you show them what you've made?
Sure. This is the Tinkerbell head.
Yeah.
Let me put correct way how it. Like this. Yeah.
It's very cool.
And this, I'm going to take this to the hospital. This is the dress.
So can I see the head? I'll hold it up so you get an idea of what it looks like with the little hat.
Yeah.
How cool is that? She's going to be a little baby Tinkerbell.
And this is the shoe.
And her little shoes. What a cute little outfit, honey. Yeah. I love this so much. Yeah. So that'll be for the hospital. She'll take her pictures in the nursery in those. I hope they let us take that into the hospital. I hope there's nothing they should. I don't think there's something weird with that. Ann says she got her Keep Calm shirts. Very awesome, Ann. Glad you love them. Wear them. And hopefully it'll create some energy to hurry up and get this virus over with and Disney reopen.
Yeah, reopen. You really. This is the Princess Leia head.
Yeah, I love this with the little buns on the side.
This?
I can. It's very cool. I don't know if it'll fit my head.
She will born and we will start her too.
She's going to be a Disney baby right off the start.
The dress.
Oh, yeah. There it is. Y'all can see the little matching Princess Leia dress with the little hat with the buns on the side.
And this is the shoes.
Very cool. And a little pair of white shoes to go with it. It's perfect, honey. I love it. Yeah. Very cool.
I just have to wash. I didn't wash yet.
Isn't it amazing how she knits this stuff? It's fantastic. It's so cool. Yep. Very nice. I love the little Princess Leia hat.
And here the couple just like a bonnet. How it's called?
Yeah, bonnets.
Bonnets with the flower. And this one. I mean, I can do a lot, but as we live in the Florida, she will not need too much like a knitting.
She'll wear a head in the air condition.
Yeah. We will just have to put on her, take a picture.
Yeah.
Maybe in the winter time, she will need some of
No,
this.
it was cool here this winter. It really was. It was very cool here. Rest of the country was warm, so. Matthew's signing off. Matthew, very good to talk to you, my friend, and I will check out the link you shared to the group. Can't wait to read it. Good luck finishing Ferguson's little room. We'll post pictures. Yes, post pictures. We want to see pictures of the nursery.
Of course.
Awesome.
We'll post too.
You, the lady, take care. Be safe, Matthew. We'll see you next time.
Yep. Tell Nicole hi for us.
Yeah, absolutely. And the Princess Leia outfit is my favorite. Normally she has that on her Etsy store as well. You know, moms-to-be or moms love to get those little outfits to do like their little baby pictures and photos and stuff. Your busiest time of the year normally is Halloween for costumes.
Yeah, I'm thinking this one, she will have that, the belly button, that
the umbilical cord?
That's how it's called, that plastic.
I know. I don't know what it's called. But
I don't know. This will go on her. They will put it.
Probably.
The only thing I was thinking that, or maybe they will put a little bit higher that it doesn't hurt her.
I don't know. We'll figure that out. But either way, we're taking it with us.
Yeah.
I'll be right back, honey. Give me 1 second. Show them your little, the thing for the crib.
I put there. It's
it's tied? I'll explain it. Give me 1 second.
Where are you going?
Get my water.
Okay. I'll need for you, Annie. Don't worry. Not now. I close all my listing just to prepare already for baby, because the knitting it takes a lot of time.
Consuming.
Yep. That's why I close everything for right now.
She does amazing little knitted outfits. And I would say come August, normally it's when she gets a very, very busy for the Halloween season. Obviously this year we're not going to do it. Well, maybe you'll knit. I don't know. Will you? With the baby? I don't know.
It depends. I don't know. This is first time I have a baby. I don't know how busy I'll be, how tired I will be. I don't know.
Krista said that the green dress could be like a mermaid tail with air. You know, you haven't made a mermaid.
I'm going to make the mermaid tail too.
Very cool.
I hope I will have to. I'm thinking one more thing that I have to do and take to the hospital. That will be mermaid tail. Yep.
Now, Belinda brought up a good point. Why not put a onesie on her and then put the dress on top?
Yeah, by the way,
to protect her umbilical cord, right? That's a good idea, Belinda. Didn't even think about that.
Don't put the dress.
Well, no, she's saying put a onesie and then put the dress on top of the onesie.
On the top?
Yeah, like an undergarment.
I'm just afraid that it will squeeze, it will push, but I will see if it will be like that. I'll just skip. I have a onesie green color, unless I'll use the onesie like her out the head onesie and the shoes.
However you want to do it.
Although I was thinking maybe onesie, as I have the green color, and make the diaper, how it's called, that just for diaper they put.
I don't know.
It's like underwear.
Yeah.
It's knitted again.
I don't know. Like wrestling trunks. like wrestling clothing. It's funny. All right. Well, wow, we've gone over an hour, guys. This was fun. I enjoyed chatting and talking. Did you have anything else you wanted to discuss, honey, before we kind of wrap this one up?
I wanted to see we didn't skip anything, like question.
I think we've gone through most of them. Anne loves your Princess Leia outfit.
Yeah, thank you so much.
I did too. It's a very cool one. Well, let's, guys, we're going to shoot for doing another stream on Wednesday. I feel bad. Like I said, it's been so long since we've been able to get on here. We're just working, trying to fix our work situation with everything that's going on.
Yeah, and I'm a little bit slow now. I can't do a lot of things, and Steven doesn't let me do a lot of things. Yeah.
I try to keep her healthy and safe. I don't want her to overexert herself. I tell her every day, I don't want any excuse to have to go to the hospital early right now in this situation or something. Yeah. So I tell her, just take it easy. Just take it easy.
My feet a little bit swelling. I don't know. It's normal. They said it's normal.
Swollen?
Yeah.
Yeah. The doctor told you it was normal.
They said if you don't have a high blood pressure, that is normal.
That's the important. Yeah. I think they're concerned. The doctor said with swelling in your feet, if you got high blood pressure at the same time. But if you don't have high blood pressure, it's not a concern.
Yep.
She said just put your feet up, which you've done a couple times. Lay down flat,
helps,
put the feet up, let the fluid drain back out of your legs.
I bought that sandals special for the hospital. I think my feet it will not fit it, and now it's bedtime. You even can't exchange it. So I don't know.
Not right now.
Although that is adjustable. Maybe I will be still.
Maybe you can wear one of my big giant pairs of sandals. I'll give you one of my pairs. You can wear one of mine.
Yeah. And it's just that it's getting close having the baby. Are you excited? Yes, we are very excited.
We are.
Yeah.
In this, I hate saying it, like, look, the world right now it's depressing sometimes. I mean, it is depressing. I try not to think about it. That's why, I really want to do more live streams. It's kind of fun to chat with you guys, to talk about something different. But it's depressing out there right now. I go back to people are at home. People are out there suffering. Just be honest. There's a lot of people out there that are really having a hard time. Whether, like I said, it's a physical suffering or economic suffering. So one thing that gets me excited, puts the smile on my face, is getting that baby girl here and having her here. I mean, she's here now, but here now in the exterior, like getting her outside or whatever. So yes, I'm so excited. I really am.
Yeah.
And I
Can't
just
wait.
I hope that like when she gets here, like end of May, middle May, and towards end of May, that'll be like the birth of something new. Where everything like that's going on right now will be behind us and she'll be in front, you know? So anyway, well, I think guys, we'll wrap this one up. It was a lot of fun. If I am able to do the stream on, excuse me, on Wednesday, I'll post like a little alert. You guys get the little alert. I hope y'all got the alert this time saying that we were going live. So, but let's try to do it on Wednesday. Make sure y'all come by, hang out. Too. Yeah, come hang out with us. Let's pass the time. Talk about whatever you want to talk about. Ask, discuss, whatever. We're all in this together. We're all quarantined, and so it'll be fun. We'll try to do this again Wednesday. Anything last ones we want to say before we sign off? Yes, Christina, we are grateful for what we have. Thank God for internet. Thank God for AC, houses, electricity.
Yeah,
I mean,
really.
delivery, food delivery, medicine delivery. That stuff is, we're so grateful here to have all of that stuff. So you are right. And she said we're excited for the baby too. Yes. Okay. Very cool. Okay. Oh, I didn't realize Belinda is in Ontario, Canada. Belinda, stay safe up there. Take care up there in Ontario. Hope everything goes well. And, we'll see you guys Wednesday then, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think so. Thank you so much to be with us. We enjoy really. Sometimes even we don't feel how the time is going. Like you said, it's more than 1 hour, but I don't feel that I'm sitting more than 1 hour.
Talking to friends. So it's very nice.
Take care as well.
It's a great way to stay in touch with you guys. Hopefully this will be over and we'll be able to do some videos that are a little bit more exciting outside of the house in the future.
Yeah.
Because I know that's one thing I'm craving is to take the baby out, but to just get out to the parks, to Disney Springs, to City Walk. We didn't even have a chance to really enjoy Universal that much in the last couple of months. Yeah. So anyway, maybe we'll talk Universal in the next video. Let's talk about some Universal too. So okay, guys, take care. Have a good one. We'll see y'all later. Bye.
See you. Bye.